Guys, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I know I haven't been on YouTube much in respect of actually putting any new content on. Christ, it's been several months now. Last video I probably put up was, I don't know, was it February time ish, sort of January, February time. My life has been absolutely jam-packed over the past 6 months. I've changed my job that I've been in for nearly 27 years. I've gone to work for a new company, and I have taken a completely different career path, and it is consuming a lot of my time. So I've been unable really to devote any time at all, and haven't really had the energy, if I'm being honest, to do any more video content. So it's been fairly weak. I hold my hands up and I apologise for that. The last video that I put up was a bit of a sort of teaser video, and I put a lot of time and effort into that. Okay, not into the video, but certainly into the work that I was doing. And other things overtook me and my career change and so forth, and I basically dropped it. But effectively that unit that I showed on the previous video, and a few of you actually guessed it, it was a Raspberry Pi, and it was to do with emulation. And I was building my own sort of emulation rig, not because I'm really into emulation or anything. I suppose really more to do with a challenge of getting to understand front ends and what works and what doesn't, and the setup and so forth, and actually designing a front end for myself. I didn't want to use a front end that was already available, certainly in respect to the themes. And I spent a hell of a lot of time remastering themes to go on there, and I probably got somewhere about 90% complete, and it was just consuming so much of my time. Yeah, it took me a couple of months to get that far. I just thought, oh, I just haven't got the time for this or the energy, so I dropped it. But I might actually come back to that when I get a spare year. As per normal, I've got a rake of games here, that all those, yeah, that I haven't actually played yet. You know the way it goes with me, guys. I tend to buy a lot of stuff and don't end up putting a lot of time into playing things, but yeah, that's just me. So that disease hasn't stopped. I'm really more into my current gen now at the moment. I haven't touched any retro gaming for some, Christ, it is many months. Although a couple of months ago I did, perhaps about 3 months ago, I actually pulled all my arcade cabinets out of the room next door, the arcade room or the gaming room, cleaned them all up, made sure they were still working, and the CRT cabs are still working fine. I got no problems with those, and I had a very quick play on them, but obviously pulled them all out and dusted everywhere and cleaned them all up and everything, and that was my sort of annual spring clean in the gaming room, really. However, what I did buy, and I can't remember I bought this, it was probably, it must have been about 3 months ago, I think. It must have been about 3 months ago. I did buy a Switch. And you could probably hear that blasting away, but yeah. I did, let's get the old angle and the dangle there correct. Yeah, I did buy a Switch. Now,
Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers.
it is one of the first consoles that I have never bought on release. I perhaps bought that, they came out in March, didn't they? I think I bought it in June, maybe in May, so it was some time after, and the reason why I never bought it on release, and I may have picked that up in a previous video, it just didn't excite me. I thought, oh, this is going to be another Nintendo console. It might be good, it might be great, but I think it's going to it'll fall by the wayside. And yeah, so I never bothered with that. But I was out one day and I was a bit bored, and they started coming back into stock again. I thought, oh, sod it, I'll go and buy it. And when I bought it, I purchased Mario Kart Deluxe 8. And very shortly afterwards, I purchased Ultra Street Fighter 2. The console itself, it is okay, you know. I've sort of gone off a bit with Nintendo, if I'm being honest. They aren't what they used to be, in my opinion, and I'm sure I'm going to get shot down in flames for that. But and I'm really on the fence about the console. I do have a feeling that the longevity of it won't have one. I just can't help but feeling that basically that this will go the same way as the Wii U in respect of it being totally dominated by Nintendo releases, third-party support. Again, I've got a feeling it won't be great, but I don't know, perhaps that won't be the case. Perhaps that won't be, because it doubles up as a portable gaming platform, even though I think as a portable gaming platform it's too big. But that time will tell. And I suppose the fact of the games that I've bought for it so far are just remakes, because for me there's nothing on it else new that's come out that actually excites me enough. Now, I know if any of you guys are into Zelda, you probably think, yeah, I've got the Zelda game and so forth, but I've never been into Zelda, never been into it, and it would certainly be a game that I would not play. Mario Kart is virtually the same as the Mario Kart that was on the Wii U. It's just high resolution, a few more whistles and bells, but nothing majorly different. Street Fighter 2 is just another remix version of Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter is Street Fighter. It plays really well on the Wii U, and it could probably be classed as the definitive version of Street Fighter 2 Ultra, maybe. But Christ, look how old the game is. The actual software prices for these games, for Nintendo games, are crazy in my opinion. They are pretty expensive. Can't remember specifically how much Street Fighter 2 cost me. It was either 35 or 40 pound, I can't remember, but 35, 40 quid for Street Fighter 2 is just, it's mental, it's crazy. And I think Mario Kart retail was like 50 pound. I didn't pay that much for it, but it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Now, something that I did buy was, after I bought the console and I bought a few games, I was playing Street Fighter 2 on the Joy-Cons that come with the Switch, and for a fighting game they are absolutely rubbish. I mean, you just can't play. So I thought, right, I'll go and get the Pro Controller. Now, unfortunately, the Pro Controller for the Wii U doesn't work with the Switch, which I think is just poor, in my opinion. Again, it's this, let's gouge people to buy another joypad, another Pro Controller for the Switch. And I was very resistant to buying it. They're 60 quid. And I thought, Nintendo, you're taking the, out of me for this. But as I normally do, I gave in. And I bought this perhaps a month ago, may have been 6 weeks ago, the controller. I hadn't even tried it, and I've just tried it this morning, and it is really, really good. I am really impressed with it, to be honest. Again, it's a controller. Everyone's seen what these controllers look like, but it plays really, really well with Street Fighter. It's really easy to get the moves off correctly, and the timing's really great with this joypad. Again, I've got mixed views about the Switch. I really have. I hope it does well, but I just can't see it doing that well unless the mobile element of it lifts off and it gets a lot of software out for it. But the software that's coming out, there isn't that much coming out for it. Now, I know the console's fairly new. You always get this at the start of the cycle. And they have sold quite a few of the Switches. The Xbox One X is about to be notified today in respect to the pre-orders going up. There should be an announcement coming through today at about 8 PM. So as soon as that console is up for pre-order, I'm ordering it. End of. I've got to get that. I need to get the Xbox One X. Well, I don't need to get it, but I'm going to get it because that's what I do, isn't it? Anyway, guys, I hope everyone's doing well. I'd love to hear in the comments what you're up to at the moment, and let's see some new videos from you guys. I think from the guys that I know of, that I normally follow, I think everyone's took a bit of a bit of a dip on YouTube videos over the past sort of, I don't know, sort of 12 months. Perhaps that's just me thinking that, but yeah, I'd love to know what you're up to, guys, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon and it won't be another 6 months. Catch you later.